The clinically vulnerable and the shielded are a big chunk of the people that the government were most concerned about. We initially received 28,000 details of people who we could help. That's risen now to, I think, 35,000. For many of these people, getting a slot on home shopping may be fine, but for other people, they're just not familiar with using those techniques or those channels. And that's why we've set up the telesales in Bradford to answer the phone. And that's where many of these people are dialing in and enjoying the conversation they have with our colleagues. Quite often, that's as important as the order they ultimately receive. They're able to choose from 46 items and 4 or 5 of their own choice as well, so that's gone very well. Community champions in the store fulfill those orders, and then as soon as we can in the day or two, those orders get delivered, and it's gone very well so far. We were able to pull together £10 million worth of goods to help our community champions to support food banks over the next 10 or 12 weeks. That's been good. It's triggered the rest of the industry to get moving on that, and it's, I think, helped consumers to start to replenish the nation's food banks. The key thing about the food banks is always that for many consumers, it's the only supermarket, it's the only store that they have access to. We've, through the foundation, set aside up to £500,000 to help the homeless. At the moment, it's a particular challenge. They haven't really got anywhere to wash, and quite often conditions are just difficult to cook and get the right balance each day. It's just hard. When Marie Curie closed their stores for all sorts of reasons, we offered for their own people to come and help in our stores quite often to assist other customers shopping, and this has been the same with Click Sergeant. And then the gingerbread man who rocks up from time to time, he's turned up with a stethoscope, and all of the money there is going to the NHS charities that as customers buy them, so that's another thing. For colleagues who really find themselves on very hard times, Grocery Aid are administering a hardship fund that Morrisons has set up with our foundation. Clearly, we don't want our colleagues to get to that place who would, but if that did happen, each individual case would be assessed. We've really pushing ahead with Click and Collect, and Click and Collect can lead to home deliveries if it goes well. But we're going to be in hundreds of stores with Click and Collect just as soon as we can, and obviously in many more stores with the Morrisons.com and Amazon on the Prime platform, and also on Store Pick with Morrisons itself. So there's a very big demand from consumers across the UK for home delivery, and we can grow a sustainable business if we continue to focus on it hard during this period. At Morrisons, we all collectively want to do as much as we can to support the NHS in their battle to defeat COVID-19. We're opening at 6 for the NHS in the morning. We are providing a 10% discount for all of the NHS badge holders, and we are heading to the NHS car parks with lorry loads of food boxes and chip and pin devices so that our NHS key worker colleagues can take advantage of food quickly. And as I understand it, all of these things have been very well received by the NHS. And just in closing, can I thank everybody, all our own colleagues, for everything you continue to do under the most extreme and difficult circumstances. We've found new ways to get on with the job of feeding the country. You are definitely playing your full part in that, and I want to thank you for that.